videos that were playthroughs or tutorials, just because I don't know, it wasn't really my thing. And there's so many people doing that out there, tons and tons of songs, how to play this song, how to play this song. Didn't really appeal to me. And I like just kind of jamming. Some of the videos I was doing where I was just kind of jamming through side lists and stuff. And so I came up with a good idea. My good idea was, let's try to make the videos just a little bit better. And I'm still shooting from an iPhone, so I can't do like all these wild, crazy angles. And I don't really have an aesthetically pleasing background that I record from. But I could like move my little tripod thing around and zoom in on the guitar and get different shots and then kind of stitch those together, which allows me to play the song in parts also, so that I'm not worried about making a mistake at 2 minutes in and the whole thing is shot. Now I can kind of stitch together the parts and still have the recording as I played it, but more flexible when it comes to mistakes. So I wanted to do that video, and then I wanted to explain kind of the theory behind it and what you can do inside of there, how it works, and how you stitch everything together, right? So the why behind what you're doing in the song, or what I'm doing in the song. Since no two people play it the same, I thought that would be a cool thing to kind of demonstrate and teach. So hopefully people get something out of that when they go to learn a song, and they learn all the theory behind it, and they can apply those skills or that knowledge to not only the song to play cool parts, or to possibly other songs that as they go, they can learn. So that was it. So teach someone to fish rather than give them a fish is the thing. So that's what I'm going to do. So I had like the little clip in the beginning, which I think is the chorus part as of now, as I'm recording this. Then I'm going to I think I'm going to zoom in on the guitar. I already tried to shoot it with just me sitting here, and you couldn't see enough. So I'm going to try to zoom in on the guitar a little bit, do an explanation, and then the song at the end. Hopefully it turns out good, and hopefully someone digs it, because it's been fun to make. All right, zoom in and we'll talk about some theory. All right, so the song is in A major. The main chords are the 1, the 4, which I'll often sus. So with the 2, that'll most likely be a sus2. The 5, the 6, and I almost always play a 7 there. But this note is the most important. Okay, so in the very beginning of the song, the rhythm is a bar of A. So I'll put my pick between my 2 fingers, and then these first 4 strings are what you concentrate on. So you have the 1 and the 5, essentially a power chord. There's the root, and then finally there's the 3rd. So that's the 1. It's going to give you the major chord sound. So. And then we're going to go here. And now we're just doing a power chord, because I'm going to pluck three strings, those 3, A, D, and G. And then I'm going to do the same thing, except on the E, A, and D strings. And those are power chords, right? That's 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do a walk down of the 6, 5, 4, and then back to the 1. And we're going to do the same thing. 1, 5, with the 7, right? And then 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, and then we're going to do the claw thing again, as Tom Bukovic calls it. But this time we're going to do 5, 1, 3. It's a different triad inside that chord. So you kind of want to hit that 7 a little strong to get that minor 7th sound. Whole thing one time through. Second time through, same thing, except this time I have to go a little higher. That harmony there, it's really nice. Same thing with this. But this time, tell you what, you want that note? That's what you want to hear, that melody. So we go. However, you can do that however you want. You can do 1, 3. But whatever you do, second time through, I like to hear that. And then I think I drink coffee. After that, we're going to go to the chorus. And the chords for the chorus are going to be that same 6, the 5, the 4, to the 1. Right? But you're going to want to play something that hits on this E and rings and just kind of rings and waves out. So what I do, this is an F sharp minor, right? I basically play an A chord. Since we're in A is going to sound good over everything. And that first chord, that A is in it, right? And then the E, which is going to be your dominant, right? That's your 5th. So that's going to sound good pretty much down the board. So what I do, a bit about my settings. Bridge pickup, neck pickup. I have a compressor, or I have the compressor on. I have a 10-band EQ that's set pretty flat with a little bit of a boost and then a ton of reverb. So what you're going to do, play it one of 2 ways. You could pick it, so that's the 1, and then a little wang bar, and you're going to do that at the beginning of each. I think it's each bar. I'm counting in my head. I think it's each bar. So, and again, and again. What I like to do, you get a bit of a meteor sound if you use your fingers, since you're already. I go. It blends a little bit. Okay. So now back into the verse chorus, and now I use the pick, so it gives me a little grit. Same settings. There's that sus2 versus. Because that note is in that A chord, so it blends well. It's a shared tone. And again, it's the E, so it's the dominant of that. Oh, my screen just went. Okay, I got it back. I'm digging. And they do that, I think, like 3 times. And I always just listen to the vocal melody and try to harmonize what notes I'm picking with those vocal harmonies. I think the 3rd time through, I go pretty high, so I will come up from the bottom. So that's the A, E, that was a C sharp, right? So. And again, focus on that because it's a shared tone, so. back to the chorus. I'm not doing this anymore. Some players may do that, but what I do is I hit the root of the chord and give it a little wang bar. And since the next chord is an E, you can pick up just that E string and then hit the E chord, right? And then, right, so. And it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So that each time I hear it a little different, it sounds like it's on the and. So if you go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and just a bit before that second beat, just a hair. If you don't get it exact, it'll still sound okay. But just when you hear that and you're counting it off in your head, hear that it's just a touch before that. Another thing I like to do here, that'll come back in the bridge, is 6, 5. When you're doing this 4, if you reach up and grab this A, right? So now you have D over A, right? It gives it some meat. And again, shared tone back to this. So. Then you leave that ring. And it goes to the bridge. Change the settings. For this, I kill the compressor. I kill the EQ. I go humbucker at the bridge, and I give it a decent amount of gain. I'm going to change those settings right now. All right. So the bridge chords, if you look at the chord sheet or a chord sheet for this song, it shows a bunch of different stuff. And if you listen to it, it almost sounds like they're just on the A most of the time. I hear an A for like 2 bars, and then this F sharp minor for 2 bars, and then come back to the A for 1 bar, and then that D over A that I talked about, and then the E, then the F sharp minor, E. I pick up that A and that D chord again, and then back to the E. So it's 1, and then it's 4 over 1, 5, 6, 5, 4. Okay, so the whole thing's gonna be like, and it's really slow. So they're singing, and you're like. Dynamics are really important there, right? So you're slowly, you can do it with your pick, or you can do it with your volume knob. Something like that. 3, 4. Okay. I do the same thing that I did for the chorus before. Just now we have a bunch of gain, so I can hit it pretty hard to give it a punch. So. And I hit this almost every time. Not every time. Sometimes you switch it up so the ear hears something different that's interesting. and I concentrate on the top 4 strings a lot in that. So I'm hitting the bass or the root. So, and then you go that second chord, you can just hit that E again. Do that a number of times. I think it's 4. That last time through, the drums are going to be like pop, 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 and then that's. And then to finish out the song, it goes back into the bridge. And for this going back into the bridge, I double the vocal melody. So those notes, let me switch to lead tone. Lead tone is just the rat. Those notes are A, E. Then you're going to go E, D. I'll play it first, then I'll tell you what the notes are. So A, E, E, D, C sharp, D, A. And I do this as a legato. And a little vibrato there. Then A to B. So, and then second time, sometimes I'll slide that in. Because you can, that chord sounds really good in there. And other times I won't. So. And then the last time through, and that's what I do to end the song. Try to hit that chord though. Try to get both of those notes in there. And those are all the guitar parts. So that's it. That's how I play King of My Heart. And my toe dipping my toe into the pool of teaching people how to play songs for guitar. So hopefully the theory stuff kind of made sense. I tried not to go too deep. I'll put like all the relevant stuff in like the description of the scale and the chords in the scale and what notes were being played and some different things of that nature. So hopefully you liked it. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know too. It was fun to make, but if people are like, yeah, that's dumb, then maybe I won't do it anymore. I don't know. It was fun. So that's it. So now the full song, if you want to see the whole thing, enjoy the rest of your day.
Let the king